This is our audience today. My name is Levi Dickin, and today we will be talking about different types of knife steels and their best uses. First steel we'll be talking about today is 440. 440 is a family of low-grade stainless steels comprised of 440A, B, and C. They have a very good corrosion resistance and fend off rust very well. They have lower edge retention because of the lower carbon content in them. They are inexpensive and easy to manufacture, making them very popular models for people who are just now beginning in their knife collecting. They're also very easy to sharpen. They can be touched up very quickly with very beginner tools. We'll be moving on to 1095. 1095 is a low-grade carbon steel. It is very inexpensive to manufacture and for purchasers. It is very easy to work with, and it is very common in many types of knives, tools, and swords. 1095 is not a stainless steel, so you have to maintain it well or it will rust and corrode. It is also a very easy steel to sharpen. Now we're going to move into our mid-grade steel, which is 154 cm. This is a stainless steel. It's excellent at corrosion resistance. It has a very good edge retention, and it's a very versatile steel. This steel is used in all sorts of knives, kitchen knives, everyday carry knives, and even some outdoor survival knives. We're going to move into our higher end stainless steels, and we have S30B. Compared to the steels we have previously talked about, is a very refined microstructure, which gives a smoother, more even edge on the blade. It is a very balanced knife steel, which means you're not getting a very high corrosion resistance or a very high edge retention. You're just kind of getting a good mix of everything. You have excellent edge retention and excellent corrosion resistance with it. We're going to move on to S35B in steel, which is actually just a modified version of S30B. What the makers did is they altered the steel to be a little tougher for more heavy-duty applications. Now, while that is nice, you do lose a little bit of your edge retention, but you still have the same amazing corrosion resistance. Both of these steels are very popular in everyday carry knives. We step up to S90B, which is another high-end stainless steel. It is very, very good at holding its edge. It's also very corrosion resistant, but it's a lot harder to manufacture because it's a very hard steel. It's also very difficult to sharpen without proper tools. So we're going to move on to its big brother, S110V. This is pretty much the longest lasting edge you can get on a knife. It's very hard to sharpen. You've got to have good skill sets and a good sharpening system to get it to a good edge. It's not quite as tough, so you're not going to be using it on your heavy duty applications. It's going to be more of a slicing knife. But it also has the very good corrosion resistance properties. The best steel we're going to be talking today is M390. M390 is top notch. You've got everything. It's created with a powder metallurgy process, which gives it an even better edge than the previous four steels. This steel is food contact approved, which means it can be used in industrial kitchens with knife slicers, food processing, all those things. It has very excellent corrosion resistant properties, and it's very hard, meaning it can actually be used in industrial molding. It's pretty cool. So here we have a breakdown of our steels and some of the elements in them. We start here with our lower end steels and we move up to our high end steels. So as you can see, first off with our carbon content, we start off low and it gradually raises up throughout. Your carbon content directly relates to how well you hold an edge. Same thing with your vanadium. That affects your edge and your hardness through your knife. As you can see, as we move up the ladder, it typically raises up. The other big element is your chromium. Your chromium is your corrosion resistance. 1095 has none. That's because it's not a stainless steel. But We start off high, dip down a little bit, and then on M390 we have 20% chromium, which is what gives it that ability to be food contact approved. The molybdenum is kind of a mix of a lot of things. It adds in hardness and a little bit of edge retention to the knife. That's all we've got today. Thanks everybody for listening, and I hope you learned something.